Most of us agree that to be safe, we need to consider every driving maneuver in terms of what it might do to the other fellow, as well as what the other fellow might do to us. We need to understand the changing relationships between the car we are driving and the cars ahead, behind, and to the sides. This is not always easy, even in cars that are built to be safe. And even when we have the best intentions to drive safely, we sometimes have trouble getting the right viewpoints for safety. For example, we see through the windshield of our car doesn't always give the true picture. We may be so interested in what's going on up ahead that we forget to look out behind. We may be in a hurry and be satisfied with a viewpoint like this, driving too close to the car ahead with no margin for safety. We may have trouble remembering the other fellow's viewpoint. If so, we'll soon find out what he thinks of us. Our viewpoints don't necessarily match. Is the man ahead an inconsiderate road hog? Or to his way of looking at it, is he just playing it safe in the middle of the road? It all depends on the viewpoint. What a difference it might make in our driving if we could have a bird's eye viewpoint or a whirly bird's eye viewpoint. We'd get a new and different look at things to see how our driving affects everyone else on the road. Speed may be quite all right for a helicopter, but in an automobile, excessive speed can quickly get us into situations that are hard to handle. That's one way to get out of a tight spot. We drivers often need to make quick decisions when we see the light ahead flash to yellow. Before we decide whether to stop, suppose we could hold the caution light while we study the situation. It doesn't seem likely that we'll have trouble with that truck. But then we realize the danger of there being another car, partially hidden, with its driver all set to leap ahead the instant the light changes in his favor. The more clearly we can visualize the possibilities, the easier it is for us to make the safe decisions. But we drivers certainly don't need to wait for our cars to fly before we can all be safer and more skillful at the wheel. All we need to do is to learn the knack of visualizing what's going on around us. With such a viewpoint, we'd find it easy to be more considerate of other drivers. With the viewpoint of being more courteous toward pedestrians, we'd grant them their rights. We'd be more understanding of the other driver's problems. And if traffic sometimes doesn't move to suit us, our overall viewpoint will remind us that there's almost always a good reason for the delay. Wherever we drive, experience and practice will help us in thinking and planning ahead. With very little effort, we can learn how to keep in our mind's eye a clear picture of just how the car we're driving fits into the scheme of things. all of us can use our mind's eye picture to make us better and more skillful drivers, with a better understanding of the rules of the road and a new way of looking at what it takes to be safe. Then, on all our busy streets and highways across the length and breadth of America, we drivers will have the right viewpoints to make the safest driving decisions every time.